Here we go. It's starting to feel real. We're going to the VPC to drop our car off for shipping. So let's go. Bye, Bob. See you in a bit. Alright. See you in a little bit. On our way to the VPC. This is the first time for us shipping a car. Should be interesting to see how this goes. Not really sure what to expect. We did everything that they said online, followed all the instructions. One of the big things is your car has to be super clean, which we paid a pretty penny to get the car totally detailed yesterday. But being spring, already covered in pollen, so it'll be interesting to see what they say to us about that. Also, only supposed to have a quarter tank of gas. I had a little issue, let's say, with the gas pump, and yeah, ended up with slightly over a quarter of a tank. Hoping to burn that off on the way there. It's about 20 miles here to get to the VPC. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. VPC, by the way, just stands for Vehicle Processing Center. If you're in the military and you have orders to go to a different base or assigned to a different location, in our case, it's an overseas location, you take your vehicle to these places and they handle all the shipping for you. Basically put it on a boat and ship it overseas. In our case, one of the biggest issues we had actually was because we just bought this car, we of course have a car loan, so we have a lien on the vehicle. And if you're shipping overseas, you actually have to get permission, a written letter of permission from the lien holder that authorizes you to take the vehicle overseas. Now, we thought this was going to be not too difficult. It actually turned out to be the hardest part of this whole process. In our case, Chase is the bank that financed the car for us, and they actually made it really difficult to get that approval letter for whatever reason. The company that ships vehicles for the military has full insurance and everything for shipping. If anything were to happen to the vehicle or damage the vehicle during shipping or storage, it's basically on them to cover the repairs and stuff for that. And they gave us a letter that we sent to Chase about that, basically proving that they provide that insurance. For some reason, that wasn't good enough for Chase, and they also wanted to have additional private shipping insurance, so we had to pay a few $100s out of pocket for additional shipping insurance. Again, didn't really seem to make sense to us. I don't know why they think the vehicle needs to be covered twice, but anyways, it took us a full probably 2-3 weeks to get that approval letter from Chase, and we basically took it down to the wire. We just got that letter on Monday, which was yesterday, and we're shipping the vehicle a day later. So yeah, that was difficult. If you're shipping a car that has a lien on it, so a financed vehicle, make sure you give yourself plenty of time to work with your lender to get that letter. Let's see, what other advice can I give? The shipping company has a pretty good website called PCSmyPOV.com. Lots of good instructions over there. I highly recommend using that site to make an appointment to turn your car in. That way you have a scheduled appointment. And you don't have to wait if you're would otherwise be a walk-in. They walk you through all the documentation you need. Print out a bunch of stuff ahead of time and fill it out ahead of time, and basically just a good way to walk you through what the process is going to be once you get there. Like I said, it's the first time we've done this, so that's been a great help. Okay, so we got a little bit under 10 minutes to go to the VPC here. I'm trying to be a little bit of a lead foot because, like I said earlier, still slightly over a quarter of a tank, which is the maximum that you can have here. So I'm trying to drive a little bit heavily, I guess I'll say, to use as much gas as I can here. But we'll see. It's not looking good. All right, not good. Less than a mile to go, still over a quarter of a tank. Gonna have to drive circles around the parking lot, I think. Okay, we finished turning the car in. How did it go?
Guess it went fine.
Went fine?
He did say though that we finished at 3:09, but we finished at 3:19. But I'll give him the 10 minutes because we spent time messing around trying to get the gas run down.
Yeah. How long did it take us to get the gas down?
Probably to take those pictures. You don't think 10 minutes is reasonable?
Yeah. Okay, it's the next day. Didn't get to catch up after we dropped the car off yesterday, but everything actually went pretty well. But they did ding us for not having a quarter of a tank. We were just over, like I said. But as I thought, we were pretty darn close, and it only took us driving around, I don't know, maybe for 5 minutes or less to use the rest of the gas and get down to a quarter. Other than that, it was very simple. They didn't seem to care about the pollen, which was good. Everything sitting in their lot was also covered in pollen, like basically inescapable at this point. So the detailing we had done was sufficient, which is cool. Yeah, having the paperwork done beforehand was a huge help. We were able to get through everything very quickly. I think all said and done, we were there maybe 40 minutes. And, you know, part of that was also our fault for not having the gas down. So we had to spend some extra time running gas out. We also used the opportunity to take a whole bunch of pictures of the car just for our records, which we definitely recommend people do. They'll do an inspection, of course, but always good to have your own records of those things. So yeah, everything was good. The car is now in their possession and on its way to be shipped over to Germany. So next time we see it, will probably be, I don't know. They said it'll arrive no later than like June 21st, which is, what is that? Almost exactly 2 months from now. So hopefully we get it before then, but we'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something.